Hey, welcome guys. My name is Daz Tactic and we'll be going through Panzer Corps 2 yet again. So it's just one of these sort of weekly things at the moment where we're just going through the campaign. I wonder how many of you actually picked up just for those 2 days where you actually sort of got the game for the 2 days, and I'm interested to see what you think about it actually, because there was a lot more in the game at that stage than what we've had up until now. So yeah, this is pretty cool. This is now the version 0.9.14, which is the Field Marshal preview version, which I think is the one that was the public release for those 2 days. So yeah, it's just to really quickly sort of go over the things that I've sort of seen that I thought were quite interesting. Is the campaigns have now been sort of fleshed right out. So you've got all these different other campaigns now coming into the game. So yeah, if you were playing it, you know, just, write a comment as to which bit you enjoyed the most. It would be interesting to sort of get that perspective, whether it was the random maps or whether it was one of the actual one of the missions or one of the campaigns themselves. It's yeah, very, very cool game. And it was 2 days long enough. That's the other thing, I guess, as well. Anyway, we're going to be continuing on with our campaign, and we'll just sort of see how we go. And let's load up where we left, which is the Channel Coast in through here. So we've just started. We've sort of been very lucky. We've been each 2-hour session that we've done has just been enough to sort of get through a campaign. I've sort of really kept myself lucky that that's happened that way. I can't ramp the difficulty level up at this point in time, but I'll just leave that where that is. We'll load this one in and continue on. So we've actually in the last episode, I'll call them episodes, or the last live stream, we actually then conquered Sedan, and we sort of got into France and the Low Countries, etc. And so now we're going to be trying to go against the BEF and sort of take things. There's the British sort of have got certain aspects of this. So the map is sort of a bit closed off up through here. We're still in the deployment phase. I've only got 400 prestige to spend at this point in time. I can't remember in the last one whether we actually ended up fixing up all of the different troops that we actually had. Looks like they're still all off the map. We better have a bit of a look to see what's coming our way. So we've got Hurston and Philippeville are going to be the two locations that we need to sort of get to. We just need to capture the victory hexes, and there's a few of them. So we've got Dunkirk is up here. I'm guessing this will unlock at some stage, but we're going to have to sort of try to get up through to Boulogne and Calais and across up that way. So what have we got in our way? Not much. It's pretty open, actually. This is tank territory. This is ripping through here is going to be good for our tanks. So let's have a look and see what we can get. What we've 412 doesn't really give us a lot. I've only got a few more points in through here as well. We have a look at the actual unit list that we have. I'll just turn on the unit stats as well, just so we've got it there. I'll try to remember to turn this off. If I forget to turn it off, please let me know that I've still got this this toggle unit list. Also, if you do have any questions, I will apologise in advance. Quite often I find the chat gets a little bit overwhelming, and so I tend to not look at it all that much. But if you do have questions, just do an @DazTactic, and that way I'll actually sort of see anything that you particularly want me to have a look at or to cover or whatever. So we've got the Bridge Pioneers in through there. They're not going to have much of a role in this one, I think. I think we're going to be able to go all the way through here very, very, very solidly. We actually now have 3 tanks. Now, did we put in all of our heroes? I've got a funny feeling we did. I think we did this at the end of the last episode as well. Yeah, we've got 1 hero on there and 2 in this one. So that's okay. This one's actually got a 1 medal as well down this side. Everything, I think we must have upgraded everything. Yeah, everything looks like it's actually back up to full strength. So I'm guessing we did what we had to do in the last one. I'm sort of tempted to get either another recon or... Don't know. This one here, the Grenadier does not actually have... What I might do is I might just upgrade this one, I think. And we will give it the transports. So I'll upgrade that one. And as far as the tanks are concerned, we went for Panzer 3s and Panzer 4s. which will be fine. It would be great to get one more Panzer III, which is sort of like a more of an anti-tank tank, whereas these are much more anti-personnel, anti-infantry. So that one's now got what it needs. This is the Fallschirmjägers, which we're just going to parachute in. So that's the. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the German language, the pronunciations. We've still got 262. I'll leave that just for replenishing troops as we sort of start to move through. I've got a funny feeling we're going to need more than this, but anyway, I think we'll just leave that where that is. All right, so let's bring them in. And we probably want to start with a bit of a combination of tanks. So we'll throw tanks in there. I'll bring just an infantry along with those as well. And I'll also bring in the pioneer units in that little stack just to sort of bring them back out as we start to sort of then approach these other areas. We've got a bridge through here. I might even just get something down this way. Like we've got the, if I put them on the airport, that will be okay for them. Actually, they're not coming through with the planes, but should be able to load them up, I think, at the time. The Bridge Pioneer really doesn't have much of a role. I'll leave that one for sort of almost for scouting down the southern area. And the Weir Infantry, we've got another group that can sort of do things back up through here from Philippeville as well. Move that one into there. I'll just grab another one of the tanks. I'll get the Panzer III from there and the Panzer IV. The other Panzer IV I'll leave up this way. Actually, I need my... better just bring that one back up. Get in a small one of the recons. That's what my head's trying to get around it to say. The Panzer IV, I think I'll still leave it up the top. The artillery, one of those in there, one of those in there. One of those with that group. So we've got the mountain troops. Now there's no mountains with this, so they're just going to be pretty much just sort of stock standard type infantry at this stage. I'll leave them down here as well, I think, just to see what options we end up. I want to take these fairly fast. I don't want to have anything really in behind me. And we've got the 1st Grenadiers as well. These are definitely want these coming through with the main attack. Leave them in there. That way we can still use them down this way if we have to. Okay, so the bombers. This is going to be probably the best spot. Will be back over through here. We've got the 109s. Got the Stukas. They've been good. And we've got the Dornier. That was actually useful in the last episode, which is good. Now we don't need anything else. I'm now going to turn that one off, and we're ready to get started. So let's get into it. You have some unused core slots, which could be used to purchase more units for the upcoming battle. Are you sure you wish to end deployment phase now? Oh, that worries me. That worries me. So what should we purchase? What can we get? I've only got 262. I could grab some of these guys. This is 40 to get an Opel Blitz. Yeah, so I could actually go and get even more of the just the basic infantry. I'm thinking that's sort of what we need, or even another recon. These are 170. Ugh. Getting one of these takes up 3 slots. That's a bit of an issue. These are good. These are really, really cool. Anti-tanks. I don't think we're going to need many of those. Although, you never know, do you? Or anti-air even. We've got any of the 88s. There's the 88 flak. That's 420 though. That's a little bit too expensive for me. So now I think I'll go back. I think I will just get even more infantry. The infantry have been really useful. Like super useful. Just get these, and I'll put them on a armored transport. No, I'll leave these as with Opal Blitz. So we'll just purchase this one. So for 200. All right, so we've got this one as well. They can just slot back into here, or maybe we'll leave that one on that road. Have it come through as well. Okay, that'll do us in deployment. So yes, we will end the deployment phase. That's new for me. I haven't seen that one. So there's little bits and pieces coming through all the time now. So we'll get rid of that from the... oh, here we go. We do actually have some tanks. We've got... what's this one? This is just a small tank. It's class comparison to mine. So you can see if I hover over my tank, I can then sort of get a bit of a feel for what we're seeing through here. Now, my tank is an infantry tank. This one here, if I grab mine, it's going to be, I will be able to do 2 damage from that one. This is cheaper for me to fix this one up. No, I don't think I've brought any anti-tank. There's armoured cars down this way as well. Well, let's bring these troops down. Just quickly grab that now. Actually, I should have used the... I'll just go Control Z on that one. I'll use this down into here. And just use those two to just grab those at this point in time. Yep, so we're seeing other troops back in through that side. Let's just keep on coming down, having a bit of a look to see what else there is. Yeah, we can do big damage against this one. It's anti-air. Whoa. Now that's going to hurt us. They can actually now get in behind us. That was probably not the best move. Need to smash our way through. This one's going to do the best job against that one. After we give it a bit of a dive bomb. Okay, bring that one down like this, and troops on the ground there. We didn't get the. Don't have any movement for these sort of troops, so I might bring them to the south as well. They're not going to be able to do anything. The actual parachutists. Actually, that's a problem. So I'm just going to go Control Z on all of those. Moving that one was an issue. I will be wanting to move that one in. Let's just start with the Stukas. I don't want to be wasting... Well, hang on. Just did a right click rather than a left click. Now, if we do this... Then we do this. Okay, we've now got an overrun. I didn't want to waste the turn that we had with this one. Now we don't want to be attacking them in the towns as such, but we do want to be coming through. Now I'll leave that one where that is. I can come back for that one. We can set this one down here. So that one's going to be ready to go in. The Pioneer unit, we definitely want to be not leaving it on its own, but yeah, just getting it close. I don't want to really leave it in the actual trucks, but having said that, we'll be pretty safe back out through here, I think. Oh, there is one there. I wasn't expecting to see that. I actually was almost just going to go across. Now I can't attack with this infantry, but I can at least just leave it there if we need to. What about you? Yeah, he can get there. Okay, he can do good damage. Just leave that one there for a second. That's the next infantry as well. Okay, so we've... it's going to be 6. What I might do is I might use one of the BF-109s, one of the Messerschmitts, just to start buttering it up. Now this one here, we've got other things at the back there as well. I'll just try to sort of spread my forces out a little bit. This is the Stuka, that's the Dornier. And that's just artillery. So we can suppress the artillery to a large extent. It's mainly suppression. This is going to be great if we can surround forces. Like once we get them surrounded, we'll then start to use these strategic bombers. It's the best. But I'm thinking I'll prefer to use the Stukas with something like this, I think. They can't reach those. They can do good damage against this one. It's these armoured cars. 3 against that one, 2, 4 against that, which would be good. I think I'll actually take that. Can't do much with that one. So we've still got the Messerschmitts. Do minimal damage with any of those. Bring that one in. That was good. Actually, we've got two out of that one. The main attack has to come back up this way. Still offload these pioneers here. A little bit risky. Actually, what do we got there? We've got anti-tank up this way. Okay, I didn't see that one. We lost one there. That's a shame. Would have been better if that hadn't happened. Let's bring that infantry out. Just get that one ready as well. I think I've actually gone too heavy in the north and not heavy enough in the south. We've got 3 groups there, really only 2. You can't count the bridging guy. They're going to unfortunately surround this unit and destroy it, I think. I don't think we're going to get out of this. I think that was a big problem. You can see a few more guys coming in with the comments, so welcome, guys. Once again, if you've got any questions, please sing out. Maybe just do an @DazTactics so it stands out. That way I can read it. Okay, so Highland New is saying, what advantages of finishing scenario turns earlier? Better to go slow. No, you still. I think what you do is you end up getting more prestige. I think for the next battle. I think that's sort of how it works. But it's no longer a hard limit like it used to be, that you had a certain time to try to get the early missions done, and then after that, if you were one turn too late, you then didn't get that particular objective. So I think it's something to do with this, where it's more like a sliding scale, which is much nicer. It means you can sort of play at your own pace. There's been a lot of quality of life changes made to the game, where it makes it sort of feel where you sort of can play it almost at your own sort of style, which I think is great. This one here, I won't do that one. I can't do that one. Dornier, I think we'll start up here. This is where the fights are going to go in. We'll just try to get rid of a little bit of its entrenchment. Actually, it's not even entrenched. That will change, I guess. Okay. Don't know if the N key works now. No, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked at all with this. Now, I can't see what's around. I'm going to move up. Got an anti-tank through there. I'm just going to move this one out into the open. All right, so we've got... here we go. We've got Spitfires, I think. Oh, no, these are still the French. The D520s. De Havillands? Is that? No, that wouldn't be De Havillands. What are they? Doesn't tell you what the name actually is. No, I don't know. Some of them have got like the common name for what they actually are, but I'm not sure what that one actually is. Anyway, right. Just read a few more of the questions or comments through there. Where are we? Sorry, I missed a few of the comments already. So, yeah, and Highland was then saying best to send in Stukas first or hit with artillery. Either one doesn't really matter too much. I don't think it really... she made pretty artillery, I would guess, but I don't think it really matters much. I think it's the same sort of impact that sort of does come through. Okay, so Obrator is saying, are there campaigns for both Allies and Axis? I'm not sure what will come. At this stage, it's just Axis campaigns with this particular build. But there was, I thought it was just going to be one big campaign, but it's been split out into other different campaigns. So I'm not 100% sure about that one, sorry. I'm not going to be able to answer a lot of these questions because I can only report on what I get, I guess. And I thought there was going to be some, but I couldn't say definitively that there will be. What else have we got? Units have life, morale, and entrenchment, which is best sequence to attack these Dornier, Stuka, artillery, or infantry. I'm not sure. With that, it all sort of comes off the entrenchment, and you can see this one's got 0 entrenchment. It'll sort of show up underneath through here. So at the moment, it's not entrenched at all, which it does give us a bit of a bonus. Now, you've also got the thing where you've got the pioneer units, which if I bring that in close, it basically overrides the entrenchment anyway. So by using pioneer units, we can sort of get through these cities fairly quickly. So there's a whole range of different ways of sort of approaching the game. Right, so I think that's about it, really. It's okay. So it was the Deloitte or Dewiton, as someone says, Stronghold. So Stronghold says Dewiton D520, a French manufacturer of planes. Never heard of it. I never heard of that one. There we go. All right. So next, who have we got? We've still got this armored car. Can bring that one in, which is then going to force this one to come out. Now this one is entrenched. Sorry, encircled. That would have been a good one for us to have gone after with the others. We've lost 1 point of damage there. Yeah, I wish that the N key would work for the next units, but it hasn't worked at all through any of these early builds. Okay, well, end our turn. Oh, they've come out. Now we've ambushed them, so by having an artillery unit, it stops these soft targets from actually getting a free hit. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, this is where it's going to get nasty. They're going to come back the other way as well, I would think. I'm going to have to be very careful here. Well, we can still get away. I was sure we were going to lose that unit. I was sure of it. Okay, so we live and breathe. This one here I can now surround. So we'll come back this way. Actually, before we do that, it's this one. This is a Breguet 693. So that's their dive bomber. It's now encircled. The Grenadiers, they're going to do better damage. Bridge Pioneers won't be able to do anything. I think I'll start to move these up this way. You know, I could have surrounded that one as well. I did want to bring that in against that town, but it looks like we're going to have to just be a little bit more circumspect, I think. Oh, this one, I really wish I hadn't have started the way that I started this whole campaign series. I've got it like this random thing where there's a percentage chance that my units won't be able to actually do any actions, and this one has just kicked in, which is a pain in the ass. An absolute pain in the ass. I can do this one at -1. There's no entrenchment there. This one I can just do 4 suppression against this guy. These guys were fairly strong, actually. So what have we got left over here? There's one of my Stukas. I'm going to have to get the Stuka up and running. Elite replacements, 112. Yeah, I can handle that one. So we can just get them back up to strength. Then we've got the Messerschmitts. We need to wipe these things out as quickly as we can. Where was their bomber? The bomber down there. That's going to protect that bomber a little bit. So I think what I'll do is I'll go after their planes that are up here. This one here I've got a little bit more of a shot at. This is actually a Potez. So I'll move that one across. And the next Messerschmitt. So both our Stukas got hit fairly solidly. Now I'll move this one across to here because this is another one without an action. Unfortunately, God damn it, that shits me. I really wish I hadn't have started that way. It's painful. Now that's going to hurt us more than it's going to hurt him. Why is that? Shouldn't be anything else around. Oh, because of this guy. This one's protecting that zone for our turn. And similarly here as well. So I don't have a hell of a lot that I can do. I can try to go after this one, but this one's dead anyway. Really don't have to worry too much about what's happening in through there. The Stukas. This Stuka has only got 6. I think we'll get elite replacements there as well. So we'll basically not fly our planes this turn. I will come back down this side. This one should milk some of the... we've got recon coming in here just to aid the attack. But this should get rid of some of its ammunition. You can see it's got 5 ammunition at the bottom there. So we got rid of 2 of the ammunition. And it being surrounded, that makes it difficult for it. Already moved that one up. That one doesn't get an attack because it moved out from where it was. Now I've got mass attacks coming in. It's now got out of the issue for it. Well, that was lucky. Alright, so we got rid of their armoured car unit. That's useful. They've still got forces down this way. They may come out of their territories. This is going to be a more difficult fight than I originally thought. I'm going to have to be a little bit... I thought I'd just be going rampant through the terrain, but that's not going to be the case. Not going to be the case at all. Yeah, let's just go there. Okay, that one's done. Now this is my anti-tank guy. He can do some good damage up this side. Panzer 3F. Now that one's that's Daimler Dingo. There we go. That's the British the Expeditionary Forces. This is still French infantry in through here, so they're all starting to come back in. Now that's not going to work very well for us. Mass attack in through here. We should be able to now wipe this thing out. You can do that with the Panzer IV. I'm then just going to get a run on. Yeah, I've put too many forces in the top. There we go. We've got the overrun. This one here. Let's not move out to there. Let's move out this way. I think we're sort of in around this river. The river sort of got us. We're going to end up on the river, and I don't want to be ending up on the river. This one's now entrenched at level 4. Move that one out. Actually, I wonder if it was because it did the supporting attack that it doesn't get the move. I don't think it's the case. Okay, so the Pioneers will basically get rid of anything that it's got. Like they've got sort of like special abilities. If we have a quick look at these guys, yep. So the military engineer ignores enemy entrenchment. Adjacent friendly units also ignore 50% of the entrenchment. Close combat, yep. So bunker killer, minesweeper, entrenchment support. All adjacent friendly units entrench at 2 times speed. So these are quite cool to have these. Now we got them in there. God, I'd love to be able to take them in. Can't follow up. This one here can. It hasn't moved. You've got nothing else. Okay, you can get in with this Panzer IV. Now I might do this because we've still got the other attack. Oh, that's going to hurt us. It's going to take 3 away with this anti-tank. I think I'll leave it just where it is. We won't actually attack this artillery at this point in time. Now start to bring these down. We could wipe that unit out with this one, or we can just start the process of clearing out these top areas, which I think we'll do. These are very useful, I've got to say, in this game. Extremely useful. So Highlander's saying, if you're an Aussie, do it a Kiwi accent. If you're a Kiwi, do an Aussie accent. I can't do a Kiwi accent. They confuse their E's and I's. You just say, if you've got a 6, it becomes sex, and things like that. But I can't do it. I'm not good at it. This one here, we do get another attack coming back in. Just do some damage out that way. with this infantry. I'll just block that bridge off, which then sort of opens this up to allow this unit to at least sort of come down a little bit on the trucks. Okay, so we've smashed our way through the top there. Okay, so 79 Kazu is saying I would move that RT onto the crossroads. Crossroads, where's that? You mean down here? We should be able to, we can still move and shoot with this one. So we don't need to sort of worry too much about that one. This one here, I guess also, it's, well, it can't do anything at this stage. Just keep on moving them across. I wanted to just give support for these. The anti-air is going to become quite a thing, I think, at this early stage. God, I wish the N key would work. I think it's... Oh, hang on. Oh, it's the full stop. All right, so it's a full stop that takes you through the units that can still actually move. So we've still got a BF 109. Now, I've done some damage against these. Let's... oh, hang on, this is the one that can't do anything. That's right. Okay. So we've got this unit that can fire. This one can now do 5 damage. And then we've still got this one that can go off and do other things. I'll just leave it back here. Just protect those river crossings. I can move this one into here, and then it will still reposition itself and get ready for the next attack. Okay, so we'll leave that one where that is. It's the Z that's not working. Okay, and we'll leave that one where that is as well. All right, so we're into our turn there. Oh, it's gone onto the river. That's a big mistake. Done some big damage in through there. Now, I've lost a lot up here. I wonder why they didn't come and attack that, the anti-tank against the tank in the town. Like they don't fight well in the towns, the tanks. It's still sunny weather, so we've still got good skies ahead of us. BF 109. Need to get rid of these planes. It's going to be the best one for us, I think. There's a fighter plane there. I'll go after the bomber. There we go. Right, that's down to one point. It's not going to be all that effective anymore. So with our Stuka, go and smash this one on the river. It's down to 2. We'll be able to finish that one off with our infantry. I would have liked to have... Actually, I might try to do this a different way. I might just see what we've got left. Okay, we've got the Stuka through here as well. It's these sort of guys here is what we have to go after. This is a cruiser Mark IV. Okay, so we're now starting to see the British tanks. And I think at this stage of the war, the cruiser was a fairly powerful tank. I forget when they got replaced. This was one of their I think this is one of their anti-tank tanks. Yeah, it is. So this is actually it's got better heart attacks. So the Matildas were the I tanks, I think, for the British at this phase of the war. Hotchkiss. What else we got left? Still got the Dornier. It's down to 5. We should be able to smash our way through this and wrap all of this northern area back up. There's 2 down there. That one's still protecting that zone. This is really where it's important. Let's just go after this one. Oh, damn it. Hang on, what happened there? Control Z. Did I click the wrong thing? Maybe that stops it from coming through. That's weird. It's weird that it would show you that you can go there. Well, in that case, we're going to suppress this one. So we got rid of a couple of its, what is it, the ammo. Right, that's been destroyed. The bridge guy. So I can just put him here, which will just allow my forces then to use the bridges. Now we've got the this one here can't. This one actually. It's this one here that they all can actually move. Must be this guy here that can't get onto equipment. While that's on the river, I do want to sort of keep it there. That one up. Now, attacking these French infantry. I don't know if they're going to move out of there. Let's just move it up. If they move off, we'll have to come back and protect the rear zones against them. Now, this one here. We're going to be wanting to sort of keep on moving forward. I've got no attacks that I can do as such. This thing has to come back out for a refit. It's not going to help you as much as this one. I want that one gone. This one's not going to get an attack against anything else anyway, so I might as well use it here. That then allows me to bring this one across to then wipe this one out. And still can't do much with that one just yet. So I've still got a few units back in through here. I can't do any attacks with this one. Back through here, this is my I tank. Now I can I can still get supplies back out through that side. That one also doesn't have an attack. Oh yeah, I wish I hadn't have chosen that the way of starting the game with that random selection. It's made it really difficult, the whole campaign. I do get an attack there. This one also doesn't get an attack. Yeah, we're going to be able to start to sort of smash our way through. Where's my Panzer 3? It's a Panzer 4 there. Panzer 4. This is a Panzer 3. If I bring that one down, I'm going to be able to then wipe this one out a bit more effectively. Or wipe that one out completely at the moment. No, I'll do it this way. There we go. We've now got overrun. Okay, so the 4th Panzer 3F has been decorated with Unstoppable Offensive Level 1. We've got Steamroller Effect. So what does that one give us? Any kills triggers an overrun. Wow, okay. That means we can move and we can just keep on moving. This is Blitzkrieg at its finest. So we've got ourselves a medal there. That means that technically I could actually go to there and get another overrun if I can kill that unit off. Which actually I can do it here as well. I can go back to this position and do that. Not that I'm not going to have any movement left anyway, but this is really cool. This makes this unit really, really powerful. So yeah, he's going to be our favourite unit, I think. We've still got this one which can't actually do any actions. So I might as well just move it back. Won't move it too far back. Then brings this one in. We can kill that one off. That's good. Okay, next unit. And we can kill that unit off using this one, or we can just get started against this one, just get ready for Perone. I think we'll take the forces in the field. Okay, so we've now wiped out a large portion of the middle. There's no point doing that one. I don't really want to use this one just to do a bit of scouting ahead. See what we've got. So we've got this is the British heavy weapons infantry. We've got a Matilda. There we go. There's the infantry tank of theirs. So a bit more of a look around. Okay, then we've got the French infantry back in through this side. And we'll just march these ones back down into here again. At least we've exposed a lot of the top of the map. Can't do anything with this one. I'll get this one replenished. Which means I better just keep this one sort of floating around in the middle here. That way I can attack down into here and then ultimately across to there as well. Just start moving these forward. Alright, that's that turn done. Oh, they did come out. Okay, this isn't good for us. We're still alive. Oh boy, down to 1 point. Down to 1 point. Actually, I can replenish it. just get it up a little bit, just so we can do stuff with it. This one here, 3 each. 4 each there. Better off, I think I'm better off doing damage down to this one. Sort of keep this one rolling forward. Bridge Pioneers aren't going to do anything anyway. It's been encircled. Now we've still got our dive bombers and things. This dive bomber has suffered a lot. Just get it back up to strength. 109. It's not going to do much. Where's my Dornier? Take this one on. That got rid of a little bit of its ammo. And then we'll use a Stuka. Against this one. This one's still protecting it actually. Is there a better option? No, we can't reach those until we capture that airfield. So they're protecting it. Okay, it's down to 1. It really can't do anything. Now I can use my Messerschmitts down against the other. Need to weaken this one as much as possible. It's going to give the Stuka a little bit of support as well. So we've now got support going in with that one. And this Messerschmitt in through here. Just keep it. So the 2 Stukas there will get a bit of support. Sorry, the 1 Stuka there. What have we got over there? That's a Dornier there as well. That's down to 2. It's going to be hard for them to bring that one back into strength. So getting air supremacy is really critically important, of course. I'm going to bring these up through the middle, so we'll grab this one as well. That'll give us a bit of a boost to the prestige. We've still got the attack to go in this side. I think that this one's going to actually do the job here, even though it's saying zeros. I've got faith in it. No. No, it didn't. It didn't. If we start here, it's down to 9. Now if I go into here, it's 1 and 4. We're on the river, which is a big problem for us. I probably should have done it the other way around. It's now on the river, and now we're encircled, technically. Okay, so we've got this one with still 6 points. We've got 186 to spend. I do need to get some elite replacements, but over here, more than anything. 161, so we're going to have to spend nearly everything. So they're going to give us another +4, but that gets us back to 8. That's okay. That's fairly important that we do that. Now, where's my the awesome unit? Here he is. So we need to whittle this one down to then get the overrun, if we want to use that. That's not going to help a hell of a lot. Let's just start down here. We've got nothing to protect ourselves against these up this way just yet. Okay, so we've got suppression of 4 at this stage. Still got very high entrenchment. So it's now got suppression of 7. Probably should have gone the other way. Oh, there we go. We actually got a bit of damage done. Yeah, we can do 3 there. 2 with this one. It's running back. Now we can get the overrun, I think. Yep. So we've got overrun there. Don't want to go and do that one. Now there was another unit back out this side, the other side. There he is. We'll move this one up to start the attacks. We'll be able to sort of start to sort of swamp in around through here next turn. That's all okay. Still got all of our forces. Let's just see who's next. Now this is our pioneer unit, and we do want this one to come back in and start the assault that will be on this particular location. Now we saw that there was a Matilda back up that other side. At least I can get down onto the ground. What I might do is I might just leave it up into here, just a little way away. The Matilda was up the top. It should definitely be sort of coming through. Not sure where the Matilda got to. It's interesting. There's a lot more things now on the that we have to consider. A lot more armor. I probably should have gone for like some more anti-armor, but hardly any prestige. So things are getting hard now. I can use these. I do want to get across here, but I also need to get this stuff out of the way. I think I'll just mask this one while we contend with the British up this side. One can't actually act at this point in time. There it is, there's the Matilda. Just keep this one, once again, just back out of the way a little bit. That way we can attack either one of those locations. This is my Panzer III, which has done such a good job. I want it against that Matilda. I think what I'll do is I'll just move it. I can still get one replacement. The experience goes down a little bit. I think I'd prefer to keep the experience up there. It's going to give me one extra. It's going to take me back up. Actually, maybe I'll do that. Let's just get it so that we've got the, this way the Matilda, when the Matilda comes in, we can then use this. Next unit, we've got the, just move that one up, get that one ready. Go in either direction. So 79 is saying, do bridge engineers, sorry, I'm just going to pick and choose randomly some of the comments. Do bridge engineers have any hard attack? They do actually have an attack. It's these guys here. These Brooklyn Pioneers. If we have a look at these, they do have, well, in fact, we can see it on the side there. They do have a soft attack of only 4 and a hard attack of 1. So they technically should be able to do some damage, but not a hell of a lot. They're mainly just used for crossing the bridges, which we probably should have moved that one into there in hindsight. But anyway, we're gonna get this one next turn, one way or another. All right, we are done. The Matilda. Oh, that's going to hurt. And yeah, so they brought the Matilda in here. Now Panzer 3 should have actually. This has got very high protection. That's right. The Matildas were really heavy, weren't they? They were heavy and slow. So they, yeah, they've got what's their movement? Their movement is it's just that's the type, the movement type. It's their. She's showing that their hard attack is the high one, not the soft attack. It's funny. I always thought that these were infantry tanks. So they're not. These are actually these are medium tanks, full-on medium tanks. Again, I've lost the ability to use that one. God, that annoys me. There's no suppression back there. We've got an airfield back that side. This is our Pioneer. Which we do want to go in against this town eventually. They're now encircled. Or this one's encircled. It's 120 to get another 6 replacements in there. I don't think I want to do that just yet. We've got our planes. We need to start to move the planes across. Let's actually just finish off what we've got to finish off first. Down this way. We've got this unit, and we've got a Renault tank back out that way. You take a bit of damage there, but I think it's worth it. That one dissolves. Just get that one. Just we get the extra prestige. The prestige is now going to be really quite important to us. I don't really want this one suffering too much. Just leave it in there so that hopefully we can draw it across onto the rivers. Our Stuka here. It's another one that can't act. God, that was the worst thing I could have chosen. I mean, it was random, but it's super annoying. This thing here is going to do some damage. It's down to 7. I might as well kill this one off. Not going to be able to do anything about that one, I don't think. Not with that unit with only 6. I get a 4-3 split there. I might take that one into here. Even though we lost 5, damn it. It lost 4. We can get 2 and 2 there as well, or kill this one off completely. Yeah, I'll kill this one off. And we might have to take that location, I think. Would like to start to whittle away at this guy, particularly if we've got it surrounded. Actually, that's not the best move. So I'm not going to use it against the town. We've got this infantry. So they're both encircled. They can't reach it. Just bring our parachutists back into here. I can leave them in there, and then we can just move these across. I think just do a rebase to that location. Dornier. I don't know if the Dornier can actually. That's only a small airport. It can't rebase to that one. It needs a large airport to operate from. It's its best move, I think, is just to go down to there. There's nothing else really for it to contend with. Gets it slightly closer to the action. And I'll leave that one out for now. We do more damage this way. Yeah, we've got all of these as well. Not that I can use this for anything. Do get an attack in there. I'll take this one here. Start to whittle this one down. That should then make this a bit easier for us. It stayed in the town. It's moved off. This thing can still be a bit of a pain to us. Do some fairly nasty attacks. I think what I'll do is I'll just sit around and sort of try to protect some of the other units. I don't want to do anything with that one just yet. Get +7. I'll take that, just get it up a little bit. Keep it where it is. Shouldn't really be attacking towns like this. Actually, we've still got this unit as well. Just bring that one across the top. Leave that one there. And this one here. Move across, but yeah, I don't know if I want to risk it really. I think I'll just put that one to sleep in that mode there as well. That one can just stay where it is as well. And that one as well. Right, that's that turn. Good. It did come onto the river. That makes it a big advantage for us. Yeah, the more it attacks attacks us, the better. Ooh, that was nasty. Geez, a lot of aircraft coming through. I'm going to have to recollect what we've got and then sort of start again, I think, with different bits and pieces. Now I can move onto here, and then that just operates as a bridge, essentially. Mass attack. It's back on the river again. Can't quite do anything. So just leave that one back up through there. Now these guys, we can kill this one off. I can also get rid of that airport so that they can't use that anymore. They're going to have to then go further back to the coast. Good, that one's done. Now we don't know what else there is ahead of us. This is my Panzer III. Just suffered a bit here. This thing should be out of ammo. Yeah, it's got no ammo left, so we can just wear it down. Oh wow, it surrendered. Great. Okay, so we don't get a chance to do anything with that one. I want to bring that one back up to full speed, full strength. I mean, we've got this unit. I can take the town with the armoured car. So we need to see what else there is around us. So we've still got the other units down this way. Where's the other airports? There's another one there at Abbeville. We may even bypass these and just mask these. To find out what else there is. So nothing else at the north. I better dislodge this one. I can kill that one off with the Stuka, but I'd prefer not to. 3 damage. I'm not seeing any more armor anywhere other than down in the south, which we'll be able to deal with. Yeah, I guess we'd just go against this one. Good. So we've now taken the town. Leaves that one on the outer. I think that one can still get supplied technically through that river. Let's just move it down there. I'll get elite replacements. Get that one up to full strength. These as well. Okay, So they're both back up to full strength again. We're down to 190. This is just our normal infantry. So we don't really need to worry about this one. This is a 15th. We've got the 20th as well up the top here, I think. Yeah, this is the one that we just bought at the start. Bring it down. This one I could get another, could get it up to full strength for 80. I think I need it for the tanks though. I'll just drop it off here. If they attack, that's going to be fine. That's going to be not a problem. This one can move. Now this 109 is down to 3. Now we still need to get air supremacy. So we can get this one up to 10 with 115. Let's do that. This 109 has got 6 left. We'll rebase out to here. Oh, hang on, that one's still aircraft there. Oh, there we go. We rebase and get a shot in on it. Now there's a few other units in there as well. There's Hurricanes as well. That's full strength. Okay, we're going to lose that unit. Stuka. I don't want to rebase up to there. Oh God, I forgot about these aircraft. You know, I'm going to Control Z that one because that is not a good move. I completely forgot about those units. I do like that you can Control Z. It sort of makes the game more enjoyable as a like you just play it your own way. Now I know that that's sort of like save scumming, but hey, it's part of the game. So I'm just going to put this one in to protect these 2 Stukas. So we may still lose it. We'll just get everything rebased to the middle of the map. The Dornier we can't do anything with. Wherever the hell it's gone. Oh, it's down here now. Just do a bit more damage. Dornier's probably been my least favourite unit that I've bought. You know, like when we sort of started the game, I shouldn't have worried about that one. Is this another Matilda? Is it? Wow, lots of planes coming through. Actually need another Messerschmitt group. I think we'll rebase to Array or whatever they're called. I'm not sure how you pronounce that one. Move that one up to there. I've only got 195 to spend at the moment. Yeah, I can get that one back up to full strength. That's fine. We'll do that. We're going to need it. Yeah, it's a Renault. I like the simplicity of the supply system as well, like with these sort of these things where you can sort of come in behind them. Now we're going to do the damage up through here. Great, that one's gone. And the bridge pioneers. Got a bit to do here. We can encircle it by moving another unit down. But I really prefer to be attacking this one with the artillery. I'm going to rebase the Dornier to the top. Actually, maybe that one could be useful down this side. Just to dislodge this guy. I'll move him just back out of the way a little bit. Actually, maybe I can take him around the other side. We'll need to get him also set up properly, but we just don't have the prestige to do it properly. Here we go. So we actually do get a couple of attacks, a couple of hits in through here with our Bridge Pioneer. Because it's in the town, we get an advantage for attacking into towns. So we'll be able to sort of roll those infantry forward. The infantry are really quite useful because they don't sort of cost a hell of a lot. Get rid of 3 there before we do that attack. 4 there. Done. Okay, that one's been wiped out, and then we've got the infantry tanks. We'll use them. There's no point attacking those towns with these. So we'll move them out and about. We'll get a bit of a feel for what else is coming. Okay, we've got anti-air back through that way. It's really only aircraft. There's only airfields back up the top through here. What have we got there? That's a AMC tank. Yeah, I think taking these airfields is going to be fairly critical. Is there any other airfields I've got down here? There's one down this way as well. That'll sort of push them right away from the... if I can take those 2 airfields up this way, this one and this one, it's going to stop them from basing against this force. And there's my Pioneers. Just by bringing them in next to this unit makes this attack so much stronger, ultimately. We don't have to rush it, though. Yeah, don't have anything here I can really do with this. Got a mass attack with an engineer on the side. I think I'll just leave it. They're entrenched at 7, which is just a bit too much, even though it gets down to half, but I'll wait for the engineers to get involved. Yeah, we'll leave it for one more turn, I think. So I'll let them sleep. BF-109, I can get 1 extra strength replacement, but that's not going to really help us much. Yeah, no, we lose too much here. I'm just going to have to put up with it, I think. I'll just get 1 replacement for it. Oh, here we go. Wow, these are big hits. I've really got to stop these aircraft. We're losing it in the air. We don't have air supremacy. Now we can sort of start to do some damage, but just not a lot, not enough. It is now cloudy. Sort of equalises things a little bit in the air. We've got rid of 2 there. Finish that one off. These Stukas. And we get the Dornier, which is way back over here. I think we'll just rebase this one. Right. I love this as well. Like you can really, like it feels cloudy. We're not going to get this one done in time, I don't think, guys. So we've only got half an hour left. God, this has gone fast. This session. This has been hard. Now we've got this one here is in a lot of trouble. Down to 3. This one's down to 4. I think I'm just going to have to smash this with my infantry. It's encircled. It's down to 3. There. Let's move the tanks out. Oh, that was bad. It was encircled, which means it can't replenish. So it's down to 3 of 5. You know, I should have used the Stukas. Oh, I can't quite get there. No, that's okay. Look, what I will do is I will rebase again. Up into there. Ooh, what do we got? A Samoa. These around. Right, we don't get to move into there this turn anyway. Or do we? No, we don't. Can't quite get there. This one here I would have liked to have replace this one as well. Get a +5 for 127. Yeah, we'll take that. I'll get this one up to full speed. These guys here are going to be Still got the attacks. Just get them right out of the way now. I'll still use this one. Probably should have done that before I started, actually, with this one over here. Tricky prospect. All right. One can move, but I do want to keep it where it is. Same with that one. This one I should have fixed this one up as well. Just move it out of the way, so we can fix that one up. Actually, I can attack. I could have fired with that other one as well, I think. I'll move it right out of the way as well. I think that this fight is done for them unless we can get a lot more prestige. This one's still got a lot of points. Again, I should have done that before I did the infantry attacks. Oh, not good. It's now sunny. Yeah, actually I can do a good job here against the hurricane. It'll help me just get air supremacy. So I'm going to do 2 damage this other side. Almost got it. Oh, there we go. That's good. That is good. We've got 121 to spend. This thing is out of ammo, so we're just going to be able to walk in. It'll give up basically as soon as we start doing anything. Or it should have. It didn't. Oh, it's still holding on. Okay, it's going to waste another turn of ours. So we get a little bit more prestige, another 50 prestige from that one. I think what I'll do is I'm going to need this one as well, as good as it can be. So we get another +5 here by doing this. I think we'll take that. Just get that one up to fairly high strength. Now we saw before that there was a, we know that there's an anti-air in through here. So we'll just start to try to take this airfield. Can't do much. It's down to 4. Now it's not going to be able to see much behind where we are now. Like this, it's not going to have eyes down below. It'll be able to attack this one. I think I'll move this one back to try to get it repaired. This one's one of these ones at the moment that doesn't actually have the move. Like it doesn't have an actual action. And I'll leave it. I'll leave it where it is. I think. I mean, I think I'll leave it over here. Even though it's going to be attacked by aircraft next turn. Now we've got rain coming up next turn, so this means that we can't actually fly. Bridge Pioneer, we don't really need it for anything other than just scouting now. Or claiming this. Bit of a risk doing that, but we'll be okay. Move them down. We need to claim this airfield down here. Not sure how many more fighters there are. Actually, this one, these Blenheims are fighters. No, they're tactical bombers. I thought there was a fighter bomber that we saw somewhere. They've got the Hurricanes, which are definitely low altitude attack and fighter support. Just keep that one out. Hopefully we'll be able to surround the Samoa. This one again is, I think I'll just leave it where it is. It's not going to really be able to be all that useful with only 4 points left. That could become a bit of a target. I'll take that. They're going to see this one. This one's going to be targeted by the aircraft. And that one, I'm just going to leave it back where it is. I'm just going to have that one sleep there for the rest of the turn. I can move this one off to go and protect another unit, which I might do. I think we might protect this unit down here. We've still got the Dornier as well. Doesn't have any actual bomb this turn, so we'll just leave it where it is. Okay, we end our turn there. Okay, so 79 is saying it would be nice if units could have some marks on the map to describe their special traits. It actually does. I'll show you that in just a second. Yeah, I knew those bombers were going to come this way. Okay, there we go. It's gone, it's gone. Now it's now rainy, and we've got 2 turns of rain that are coming up. So we've got poor weather, which means that these guys, even though they took a bit of damage there, we're going to still be okay here. Okay, they attacked back through that side. That was, hang on, I'm just going to redo that because I knew that was one. I didn't know that it did that actually, if it goes that way. Because I do want to attack this town. I'll bring that one into there. And I then wanted to drop that one off into there so we can then go after this one next turn. Just to get that particular airfield. Yeah, so the marks on the map, basically what it is, and I don't know if we're going to be able to see it here. I've got no like big attacks that I can do. It will tell you when they're supporting, and it will then tell you down here what they actually do. So it sort of does give you information. Like you've got different abilities, and so for example, if I use my Pioneer unit, and I do want to bring the Pioneer unit down to here, but I don't really want to leave it on a bridge. Okay, maybe we can show it this way because I've only got 20 minutes left. So the Pioneer unit has now sort of got off. I think that, yeah, see how this is now showing that the Engineer unit is now kicking in on this attack. So he's assisting in that particular attack. So what that means is I can just go back to this unit and see what that actually is. So ignores the enemy entrenchment. Adjacent friendly units ignore 50% of entrenchment. So this will actually, any entrenchment, and is fully entrenched. It's only going to be entrenched if it's 5, which isn't really what we want in this instance. I'll go and get, this one's only the 20th, so I'll just get basic replacements in for that one. That one we can't do anything. Okay. I've still got 107 left to spend. This one's still got a fair bit of experience. If I go with this one, I'm going to get +7. If I go with that one, I get +5. It's going to cost me 100. This is going to cost me 74. Experience goes down a lot, though, if we do that. So the aircraft are now grounded for 2 turns at least. This is really where the action is. I might have to try to get this one up to speed. It's got 1700. Oh no, I can't do anything with that one just yet. Another +3 replacements there. I think I'll just leave them out of the fight now. I think the infantry are going to be the most critical. So let's go and get this one up. And it's got 1300. Yeah, I'll go for the +5s. Just get it up to a reasonable size. Just leave that one out of visual range. Okay. Next unit. No point going after this one just yet. Bring them around. Just this one's not going to matter much with what we do with this. I'll just leave it where it is because they can't fly anyway this next turn. Oh, hang on. So 79 is saying, I understand that. I mean, the special unit got from generals and the skills they got on. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. So the fact that some of them can't fire, that would be awesome if it showed what they could do down in here as well, or even on the other side, like with the, like it's actually a general's missability, I guess, or a disability that's actually caused the issue for it not to be able to do things because you're left a little bit blind. That's actually a really good suggestion. That's a really good suggestion because it's one of those things that confuses you as to why you can't attack, and it should probably show the status somewhere along here. And that would be great to be able to see that, to sort of know, okay, this guy has can still actually fire, for whatever reason or whatever, or can't fire for whatever reason. Because with some of the traits, I can still move but not actually fire with some things. Not that I want to do that with these. I'm just going to leave him where he is. I think he's. I'll just keep on putting him back to sleep in through there. These ones have fire; they just can't move. Do that one. Sleep on one turn. Do that one there for good. Yeah, the sleep modes don't seem to work properly. And probably shouldn't really have to sort of go through those planes as well, I guess. Yeah, that's retaken that. I should have moved that one in, damn it. Oh, that's not too bad because this one is actually in a position that we don't really care about. So let's attack there. Definitely want to smash this one if we can. Now got to overrun. We're going to go and claim that. And I don't... Oh, hang on. I wanted to use the Pioneer there. Okay, so the Pioneer gets that sort of like that good attack. This one gets a mass attack coming from this side, plus the negative 50% from this other side as well. Just try to push it away from here. What are the... Still got Amiens as well. We can swing back around behind that one to pick up that. Okay, this one here. This doesn't have a hell of a lot of experience anyway. Let's just get it back up to reasonable amounts for the attacks back up this other side. It's now encircled, so it's now going to have trouble if it attacks us. And I'll leave that one back out. There's nothing else down this way at all, I don't think. So Amiens we can also surround. It's only if they attack or are attacked that there's a problem. Now that will have to then disappear. That will have to rebase. We've now taken this. There's only one air base now for them, which is good. Okay, I think I still missed what you were saying there. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get as much of these turns done as possible now. It's not going to help us. It's not going to help us. I guess we're just going to have to keep on pushing down into here as well. I can surround this. Yeah, I think I'll do that with this unit. Yeah, this one's now encircled. It's still got 4 ammo. Let's just slowly sort of work our way through it. Oh, I did 3 damage back, unfortunately. Doesn't get the kill. All right, I think that'll. I've made a few mistakes with this. Leave that one where that is. I don't really want to be wasting tanks on these sorts of attacks. Yeah, we're good where we are. Next turn we'll have that town, and then we'll have to come back down this way. So I'll leave him where he is, and we are done with that turn. Oh, there we go. They know where to rebase to. This is good. If the more that they fire their ammo, the better for us. So into here we can get more elite replacements. This one's got 1,000. If I take it, this one, it goes down to 400. Right, well that was a good way to... Now this is now sunny turns. I think I'm just going to go with the cheap replacements here. Just so I've got some more coinage left over. This thing's trying to get back. Yeah, we've got overrun there. I think this is a bug. This Panzer III can get... It seems to be able to just move anywhere it likes. I know that did slow it down a little bit. I think we might leave Amiens for the others, and we'll just go north. We've got to get that other... we have to get this other location up the top here. I'm going to go and get elite replacements in through this side, get that one up to full strength. Got it. Okay, so we'll claim that one. There shouldn't be much else down the bottom here. So we'll start moving these up. I can get 3 replacements for that one as well. Look, I think I'll take it. We need one on this side of the river. Just leave these down just to block this other side. It's now encircled. So it's got 5 ammo. It will fire against my units, but it should still be okay. This one's still down to 2 ammo. I just want to keep this one hovering around just in case we need it for more encirclement. So I'll leave that one back where that is. So 79 saying maybe it's that tank with the snorkel from the Warsaw scenario. Maybe it is. I thought it was actually. I mentioned it at the time, but I couldn't read anything about it. I didn't see anything with it. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't the Warsaw one. It was the. It was actually the previous one that we played. It was when we first got this one, but it doesn't actually have any abilities as such. First strike, steamroller. Yeah, got nothing really in through here, and it doesn't explain it. That should be a special ability if it's equipped with a snorkel, and I don't think it is, because I looked for it and I couldn't find it last time. Okay, so we've got next unit. I'm not going to do anything here just yet. Actually, what I might do is I might start to bring these back down just to lend support against this attack. Now we've finally got our aircraft back again. I think we're going to have to rebase. Okay, so the whole the Air Force is back here now. Now this will get rid of some of the ammo. There we go, we've got rid of 2 ammo already, just with that. This is where these things do shine. I'm glad I've actually got it now, but yeah, I couldn't see the value of it for quite some period of time. Now I'm not seeing anything else really that we can go after. So I'll just leave them where they are. Which they can get another elite replacement. We might as well do that. Yeah, no, we take too much damage. Okay, end our turn. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes will last. We're not going to get this thing finished. Oh, there's one coming behind, and we're encircled. Two can play at that game. Here's our Panzer 4. Oh, again, this is one of these ones at this point in time can't actually do anything. It's got no. Our commander hasn't given it what it needs to do. This one also can't do anything for some reason. Do we have an armoured car? We've got one up here. Let's just get it so we can see what's happening at the top here. Just do a bit of scouting ahead as much as we can with these guys. Ooh, there's nothing there. Okay, we should be able to claim that next turn in that case. Now, if they've only got bombers there. BF-109s, we'll take the Messerschmitts up. That should be the end of their aircraft anyway. So we've still got a few objectives to get. So next session we'll go through that. I think it's next week at the same time that I'll be continuing on. I know there's another session I've got to do at another time, but I think that might be a week after that. So there's a few different things that are coming up. Okay, so 79 is saying, I think the Germans got snorkels for tanks that were too heavy to pass through a floating bridge, so they moved through the bottom of the river. It would make sense. So I just wish it was documented. It would be good if it was information about that. I'm pretty sure that's not there, is it? Like it was on these Panzer 3s. This stuff's not actually. Uh-oh. It stopped. It stopped. What's happened? It's frozen. I've clicked on insignia and it didn't like it. Uh-oh, guys. So we've got only 1 minute left anyway. Boy. Oh, here we go. We're okay. We're okay. It's back. I think it might have done that last time as well. From memory. Now, I'm going to move this one down. Because this one gets across the river as well. Maybe this was the one. No, it still doesn't go quite as far as the others. It surprises me though. I didn't think it would actually have that. Whittle this one down. So this one's down to just 2 ammo as well. It's got no real supply. Now, we'll get supplied after this. Leave that one where that is. Anyway, guys, we're actually out of time, so I'm going to have to leave it here. It's a shame we didn't get the job finished. See, I can move that one up, keep it surrounded. It's still got 1 ammo. Which means it could do some damage if I leave it in the trucks. Yeah, so I won't do that. We'll move that one up to there, though. just get off the trucks. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream. So we will continue this one next turn. These are getting more and more complex. I think that maybe the next one after this will be the Dunkirk, although sort of surprised, or maybe this one after we take Calais, it then sort of gives us Dunkirk to do. I'm sort of half expecting all this to be exposed at some point very, very soon in the game. Not sure if we get a big boost to prestige. Anyway, we'll find out in the next episode, I guess. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed the stream.